Alrighty, so we're gonna brief our next mission. Rescue Ilmarin. Let's see.
You are to pursue the Skaven raiding party and recapture Ilmarin, my valued advisor. The only information I have is that they initially headed north towards the Black Mountains. You must try to reach the Skaven before they disappear into their network of tunnels. If Ilmarin is rescued, escort him to my family's hiding place in the mountains. There you will be paid by my guard. I will send my family onto the hideout and will join you after I arrange defenses for Wiesenheim.
Alrighty, sounds fair. So, let's get to it. Accept. Taking everything with me. Pretty much full health, except for my inventory. 552 gold. Getting 1,000 from this mission, so why not? Inventory. I hope I get a little bit of luck now. So far the missions are playing out okay, but something RNGs me all the time. Next, done.
A wild man follows us, my lord. He demands to speak with you.
I am a claw. I live in the mountains for many years. I watch the Skaven. They search for warped stone. They want to harm the world. They have no respect. They spawn of chaos, evil. Must be stopped and watch them burn town. They find what they want and take him. Follow me to him. I have powers. I help you. I guide.
Really? What is your fee?
No pay. I work for Earth. I not work for you.
Alright, so this guy, he looks a bit like a savage, but he is actually a wizard who's in tune with nature, and he is powerful. The only thing is, he just needs a little bit of leveling up before he becomes OP. Cavalry. Cavalry here. Get my infantry here. Archers like that. Turn off AI, definitely. I want to give free reign to my wizard. He has a nice spell, which is a homing spell called Hunting Spear. It is pretty dodgy. It can go around your units, can go around areas, but it might not always. It might just decide to go through your enemy, through your units. And if that happens, you're in a world of pain.
Attack!
Fire! What I definitely want to do though is get the hunting spear in. Out of range. Took out the it's actually very nice. I was able to take out the red ogre with one hunting spear. Now what we're gonna do is fire into these guys. Not done yet. We can keep weakening the rest of the units. Dwarves have rallied. Start shooting magic and arrows, I guess. These guys totally fleeing, not sure yet. No, they regrouped. Alright. So did my units. You guys dying yet? Straight into the second group. Dwarves have crushed the rest of the Skaven, so it's going really well this time. Hunting spears, definitely want to shoot some hunting spears at these guys. Let my wizard gain some XP. Or I should shoot him now. I have another magic to cost it then. Yep. Rally! Another spear. Skaven. Here we go. Ooh, for one more hunting spear, just keep firing skulls. Oh my god, my cavalry retreated. That's not good. Nice, there we go. Infantry decided to crush these guys. There we go. These storm vermin are taking off. So my cavalry regroups. So there's actually a magic item here. I kind of want to take it. And if these guys are going to flee the battle, because these are actually the guys I want to give the item to. So let's hope they stay within the boundaries. The item is here. There it is. So, okay, stop running, cavalry, please. Maybe once these guys have left the area. Finally. I was afraid these guys would run off. Getting that item there. Dwarf survived as well. 8 out of 14. Not too bad. Really lucky with the setup here. We were able to kill a red ogre with the first spear we threw in. And then I charged my cavalry into this group. My infantry as well. Once I saw that my archers actually took down the first group that was encountering the dwarves. So the other two groups followed more north. They went around the dwarves for some reason. And then they went back into the dwarves. But at that time the dwarves were able to rout one group. And I just took care of the rest by shooting arrows and hunting spears at them. Normally, to be honest, this is probably the best outcome I've had in this mission since forever. Usually the dwarves, they rout really quickly. Then again, there is a massive army of Skaven right at the front door, so... Definitely getting the magic item here. Which is the Shield of Ptolos, which is really good. So all Skaven are dead. Let's end the mission. Let's see what we got. Mission complete. You eliminated all enemy regiments and rescued Ilmarin. Grudgebringer Cavalry has found the Shield of Ptolos. So the infantry got 10 kills with 1 dead and 1 wounded. Pretty okay. 2 skulls still. The mercenary crossbows, they got 15 kills with 166 experience right there, which is really good. And the Grudgebringer Cavalry, we lost 4 units, which is quite a lot. That's why they fled as well. We got 14 kills, 112 XP, 2 on 2. So we lost 3 dead, 3 wounded. Emperor Wizard got 6 kills, 63 XP. Not a super lot. I thought he would have gotten a bit more because of the Red Ogre. But I reckon the Red Ogre was probably like 40 or 50 of this experience. And the rest, I just killed 5 Skaven. So 4, 3, 6, 9, 12. Skaven is about maybe 2.5 or 2 experience each. 2.5 probably. Not sure if there's half experience, so maybe 3 experience each. And then the Red Ogre was the rest. So definitely a good round here. Completion payment of 1,000 crowns, which is the total fine payment as well. And we got 2,936, because of course we had to pay our soldiers. Okay, that's done. Let's see what happens. Another cutscene.
We are en route from Karak Hern to Karazakarak to inform our king of increased Skaven activity throughout the Black Mountains. We surprised the Skaven vanguard, but were soon outnumbered by the rat beasts. Your appearance on their rear was fortunate indeed. The Skaven are moving in force, and there is a great foreboding in their activities. Escort me back to Wiesenheim immediately. Who is this insolent? My true name is Saradan of the Black Mountains. My identity as Ilmarin no longer serves a purpose. An elf? escort me to Carlson's Keep at Wiesenheim, where I can retrieve my family sword. Its value is of great significance to us all. From there we go to Loren. The journey to Loren is too dangerous at this time. Perhaps for dwarves.
Right, seems there's some hostility again between the elves and the dwarves. They're still not friends. I love the art on that one. Even though it's old, it has this very nice art feeling to it. You can see a dead Skaven there, as well as a guy that got his head chopped off. And then there was Commander Bernard, 2 dwarves, and and Ilmarin. So let's see the Book of Magic. This is the Ember Wizard. So he starts off with the hunting spear. The wizard plucks a glowing ember spear from the air and casts it at the target. The spear will streak towards it, bending and twisting around obstacles in its path. So it's kind of like a homing spear, as you could have seen. Very, very strong against solo targets, like big targets, ogres, trolls, red ogres, doom wheels, those kind of thing. They will tear them apart. If you cast it at a large group, it can take 1 or 2, depending on their power, sometimes even 3 enemies at once. But it's mainly used against large enemies. Then you got the Curse of Era here, which we haven't used yet, but it's pretty good. It actually slows down units. And that makes them move really slow, so it's easy to throw more hunting spears at them, as well as maybe some archer bolts. Crossbow bolts. So Flock of Doom, I think this is the final skill he gets at level 3. It's an AoE attack, basically decimates any pack. This is good against large groups of enemies. So this is multiple enemies, the hunting spears for solo enemies. This is slowing down your enemies. Thangling Thorns, which can be really good, allows you to entrap a certain enemy on its spot for the entirety of its battle until it's dispelled or the caster is slain. So if you put this guy, if you're in a bottleneck where there's only like a small entrance, and you tangle the first guy that comes through there, they basically block everything in its path, allowing your artillery, your archers, crossbow units, and even your mages to just decimate everything that's straggling behind them, because they cannot move, because the tangling thorns are in the way. And the flying bouncer can be useful, never used that too much. It's allows your... basically a teleport. You can teleport your mage into anywhere you want on the map. I believe Flock of Doom is the last level, then the second level is the Tangling Thorns, and the Hunting Spear, Curse of Erathor, and the Flying Bowser maybe as well. That's level 1. Didn't check that. Not sure if it's just a Fireball or a Flying Bowser, because there's no Fireball here, so might just be imagining that. Actually, I wanted to go to the Book of Magic and select items. Here we go. The Dragon Blade, that's the one, I forgot to look at this the previous video. This is actually the one that the archers picked up. The crossbow units. Because the other guys already had a sword. So he was the only one that didn't have a sword yet. One hit from this weapon will effectively count as 2. So it's a pretty good sword. Unfortunately, it's stuck with the mercenary crossbow units. And then we got the Shield of Bertolos. Looks like a normal shield to me. But it's magically described with a myriad of distracting patterns. Basically, it distracts arrows and bolts, sending them spinning off course. So, shields will have an increased chance of deflecting missiles from bows, crossbows, war engines, and so on. So basically, they give a massive bonus to dodging and defending against missiles, which is really good, especially combined with your cavalry. Let's talk to Dietrich. He seems to have something to say.
I have been approached by men seeking work, my lord. I have noted their credentials in the troop roster for your examination.
Alrighty, so we got more troops. Let's see. Definitely want to top this one off. So we're full here, except for the fact that we got 2 wounded. Same here. 14 active, 1 wounded. That means we're missing 1. Maybe we ran out of recruitment. So we got the Ember Wizard. Here we go. Alor. He has 0 armor rating. He's a wizard after all. He uses a spear. You can stab people with it, I guess. But yeah, his power lies in his magic and not in his melee attack, really. And these guys. These are for hire. Might hire them. I will hire them, I can tell you already that. These are actually not that good. There's a lot of them, which is like their only plus side. Let's see, we got the Black Avengers with Ramon Black in the leader section. They only got an armor rating of 1, which make them very, very vulnerable. They're using short swords. So these guys were formed after Wiesenheim got attacked. And basically it's just made up of a bunch of untrained peasants. So it's kind of like a militia. They're using a dagger with a Skaven head on top of it. So they want revenge against Skaven. I guess that's pretty much also the most they can do. Like small groups of goblins and Skaven. They can overwhelm them with their 28 active. They are cheap, because even though there are 28 of them, they only cost 168. Compare that to your cavalry or your infantry, which is already 112. Also, thing to point out with the Allure, one of the also plus points of him, is that he doesn't want any gold. He works for Earth, not for you, like he said in the video. So, cost, upkeep, nothing. There's no excuse not to take this guy with you, basically. And Ramon Black, just taking him with me, in case we ever might need him, in case our infantry gets so beaten up that we don't have any choice but to bring him. What I do like about the banners here is like this one, it's the Grudgebringer Cavalry. Infantry is pretty much the same, different colors. And then the mercenary crossbows, they're already like spoiling it. It's like a little spoiler. These use the exact same banner, but again, different colors. So that pretty much tells you that these guys are already like part of the Grudgebringer army. Because Aloris is totally different. So is Ramon's Black. So the first 3 are the same. The second game they are part of his militia. Or mercenaries, I should say. 935, so these guys are pretty close to leveling up their first level. I do believe it unlocks at 1000 XP. 357, they're getting there. These guys are well on their way. This guy's lacking. I thought I would have gotten a bit more kills with the hunting spears. Unfortunately, the Red Ogre didn't give me as much as I wanted. He's still looking at me. He's going to tell me about the credentials again. Do a quick save. And then start the next mission in the next video.